on there. The whole thing. It's really
I
good.
probably watched it in like terrible quality, 240p or something.
You love it. It's just blurry as hell. All right, so let's get to ranking these. What do you say? Which one should we rank the first album first? Probably so.
Do like the album rankings?
Mm-hmm. Let's do a separate album first. Let's do Outlandos D'Amour.
Okay.
You got the rankings for that one?
Yeah, I do.
I think my top three might be kind of predictable. I couldn't.
I think mine won't
Really?
be. Yeah.
I think mine is going to be pretty predictable.
I'm coming in with some hot takes
Hot
on this one.
takes?
I'm not gonna lie.
All right,
Yeah.
I love to hear it. This is exciting.
Maybe not. I don't know.
No,
We might have the same exact thing. I don't know.
I think compared to mine's too obvious.
Okay, if you say yours is obvious, I kind of know what you mean.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Mine might not be so obvious.
All right, let's start with number 10. What do you got, number 10?
Born in the 50s.
Me too, brother, man.
Oh man, that song is just so lame.
It just doesn't hit the spot. You know what I mean?
No,
I'm glad you said that because I was putting it down there. I was like, man, I hope Connor don't love any of these songs I put at like 12.
Yeah. I think that might happen on the other one. Maybe I
Alright.
put some of your. Maybe not. I don't
Nah,
know.
we'll see. It doesn't matter. What do you got, number 9?
Number 9, Masoko Tonga.
Okay, we're close on that one. I have Hole in My Life.
Really? You
Yeah.
don't like that song?
I don't care for that one. It doesn't something about it. It's a little like I don't know what I'd say about it. I don't think
Yeah.
I've like it just doesn't like in the first 30 seconds it doesn't resonate with me.
Yeah,
So
I
like
remember.
turn it usually.
I remember when I first kind of started listening to Police. For some reason, I put on this first album and I just clicked a random song. It was
Yeah.
"Hole in My Life."
And you love it?
No, that's what I was gonna say. It made me like, because I was trying to get into Police. They were always this band that I was kind of like vaguely not really interested in.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I'm gonna give it a shot. Puts on a random song and it's "Hole in My Life," and it was like, not quite. And it wasn't until, like I said, my friend showed me the early stuff, like Nothing Achieving. I was like, okay, I need to listen to this whole album.
Yeah.
And then
yeah.
it hits Next to You, which is like,
Yeah, let's go.
so that's a whole lot better than "Hole in My Life."
All right, what do you have at number 8?
"Hole in My Life."
Okay, sweet. So we're really close here because my number 8 is Mesco Tango. How do you say it?
Masoko Tonga.
I like the song, but like I don't listen to it that much.
Yeah, I like it. It's got the gibberish lyrics.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's not
Like
in
I
a
can't
real
tell
language.
a single word he's saying in the
Yeah.
first thing.
Other than "Born in the 50s," though, this one was pretty hard because I like every other song.
Yeah. Okay.
Like,
From here up is like
I like "Hole in My Life." Yeah.
yeah. Okay. From for me, number 7 up are all hits, in my opinion.
Yeah. I
All
agree.
right. Let's start with number 7. What you got?
Hot take. "Can't Stand Losing You."
What?
Yes.
No, really?
Yes.
You don't
For
like
s-
Can't Stand Losing You?
Well, no, I said I like
okay,
it.
you like it, but
but-
why so low?
I don't know. Something about that song just never quite hit. Like it's not as
It just doesn't
catchy as
resonate.
Roxanne.
Mhm.
It's not as punky as the other songs.
It's a little soft.
Yeah, it just doesn't quite hit for me. I don't know what it is.
Okay, I'll take that. I'm a little pissed, but I'll take it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I told you
No,
I was
no,
coming
no.
in with the big takes.
No, I do love that song though. I
Yeah.
think that's a really good one.
I guess we'll see.
Can't stand losing, I can't.
It's a really good song. Yeah, I was making this
just
earlier.
I mean,
and
these are all going to be different. Like we could do this again next month, and our 10 would be in a different order. I
Probably,
think. You
yeah.
know what I mean? So this really can't take this with a grain of salt. But what did you say your number was? That 6?
that was 7.
Okay. My number 7 is "Be My Girl."
Really,
Sally. Yeah. Never been a huge fan. I
It
like
was-
it. It's a good listen.
it was between. I'll go ahead and say that's my number 6.
It's your number 6. Okay.
But
Perfect.
yeah, I was debating whether to put that ahead, but I just love that song.
Really?
Yeah, that riff. Do
it's
you know?
a good listen.
Do you know where that's from? Like the riff.
The
at
riff?
beginning?
No. I don't think
So this is some deep,
Okay. Hit me with
deep
it.
Police lore.
That's what we're
I'm gonna
doing
get
here.
Into it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's see. So basically, Sting and Stewart were kind of already together in the band,
Uh-huh.
and someone invited them to play at a gig. Mike Howlett, I believe is his name.
Never heard of him.
So he invites them to play this gig with him. It's like a reunion for a band that Mike used to be in. And Mike invites Sting and Stewart, or he had Sting and another drummer, but the other drummer couldn't come. Sting invites Stewart because they're already kind of playing together.
Mm-hmm.
The guitarist is Andy.
Okay. So
Who-
this is how they meet.
I think they might have met before a little bit, or this might have been how they meet. I want to say they met beforehand though.
Okay.
And so they recorded this like demo tape basically under
Yeah.
the name Strontium 90. Have you heard of that?
I have not. I don't know anything
Look up
about this.
Strontium 90 Police Academy. It only has a couple things that are like of interest. One of them is an early demo of Every Little Thing She Does Is Magic.
Really?
So that song is written way back.
I had no idea. I thought that was a fresh write.
It's completely
good to
different
know.
version. I think it's just acoustic guitar.
Is it good? What do you think? Do you like it?
It's good, yeah. It's a whole different vibe. It's literally just him and guitar singing. It's basically a demo.
I love demos. Big
And
demo guy.
another thing of interest is a song called 3 O'Clock Shot.
Demo?
It's a live recording of a song. I don't know who wrote it. I don't know where it came from. But the opening riff of that song is Be My Girl.
Okay.
So when they were writing this song, they repurposed that song, but it's like, you know how Be My Girl is that just banging riff.
It is.
And then this poem.
Yeah.
And then the riff comes in again. Well, it's the riff as like a whole song, like a fleshed out song.
Okay. So they just repurposed it. That's cool.
And that live performance is one of my favorite. I mean, I guess I can't technically consider it a Police recording, but it's one of my favorite. I'm gonna have to listen to this. I wrote it down.
That sounds solid. I mean, that's a good song.
But yeah, that's why I like that one so much.
It's an easy listen.
Is the 3 O'Clock Shot riff, and I like the poem. Obviously, it's not like a full song, but
yeah, it's not like a masterpiece lyrically, but like it's pretty good.
But the poem is
good.
Great.
Yeah, it's a good listen.
It's just so weird too, like how they like that they even thought they had like the guts to put that on an album as their first album that they want to be a hit.
They just jacked it.
They put this random like poem about a blow up doll.
So weird.
Just at the end of the album for some reason. Yeah.
Oh man. So that was number 7.
That Be My Girl is my number 6. So what's your 6?
I don't even want to. This one kind of hurt me, but I had to put it at 6. This is a great song. I had to put Peanuts at 6, bro. Peanuts at 6, bro.
Peanuts is my 5.
Okay.
So
Peanuts is a good song, though, dude.
Yeah,
it really is.
Stewart one.
What? I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's I think it's like Sting and Stewart, but I consider it a Stewart.
I like the end when he starts yelling Peanuts.
Yeah, and it's got that weird little like
Peanuts
whistly thing. It sounds like a balloon deflating.
Yeah, it's like a.
I don't know what that is. Like a slide whistle?
They call it. Yeah, maybe that is what it's called.
I don't know. I've never known what it is that's making that weird sound.
But I can always, because it keeps going at the end when the record ends. You know what I mean?
Or it sounds like a party horn.
Yeah,
like a party,
like a prop. You know what I mean? Like something weird. But great song. I hated to put it that low, but these next 5 are
bangers.
You know what I'm saying? All right. What's your number 5?
It's Peanuts.
Okay, sweet. Okay. So wait, what was your number 6? Your number 6 was Be My Girl.
Be My Girl.
Okay. Number 5 was Peanuts. My number 5 is Truth Is Everybody.
Nice.
And I hated to put it there too because it's a great song.
Yeah, that's the one that I always forget. Like I forget about that song. Then I listen to this album and I'm like, this song is great.
It really is.
This is a really great song. The vocals, like the way they layer on top of each other.
It's really well recorded too. It seems like
the guitar in the chorus, how he hits those like bright. It's kind of like how he hits in the chorus of Next to You. He just kind of hits these like really bright sounding chords.
Yeah. It's really like spacey kind of.
Yeah.
It's not too fast. Like it's just a good song.
Yeah, it's a banger.
Sting really does have a great vocal on that track.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what do you got? Number 4.
Roxanne.
Ooh, that's pretty low, man.
Low,
Come on now.
Again,
you're just tired of hearing it? Is it like a thing that you've heard it so many times?
I don't think so. It's kind of like Can't Stand Losing You.
Yeah.
It's like it's got a lot of energy, but not as much energy as the next 3, in my opinion.
Gotcha.
And I think that's what I really love about that
early
album
Police
is like
punk almost.
They just like they say in all the interviews, especially Stewart, he's like, we were trying to take over the world.
Yeah.
And on this first album, you can hear the ambition in their playing on some of these songs.
Love that. I mean, that's pretty bold of a band to come out and say, hey, we're trying to take over the world. That's what I want to do. That's
so that's what I really love about them is like that energy. And Roxanne has it as like a hit song, but
great
I think
track.
The next 3, I don't know. They hit me more. I don't know.
Okay. I like Roxanne. I mean, I talk about great imagery. You know what I mean? The whole prostitute thing. Like it's just a great song. 4, I'll take 4. I'm not pissed about 4. I think it's a little low. I think it could have gone top 3. Come on, throw me a bone here. Yeah. But I can't judge your 4.
I told you there were going to be hot takes.
My number 4, and I hated to put this here too because it gets tough. 6 and Up was really tough for me. I put So Lonely. So Lonely. I love that song. It's upbeat. It sounds like it's out of Sting's range, doesn't it? It's so high.
towards the end is there's not a key change, but yeah, he kind of hits like the harmonies where he's almost like hitting like an octave harmony or something. Like he's going super high,
ridiculously high. Like just the standard is high. The harmony is dummy high. You know what I mean? It's hard to sing just along with the radio.
Yeah.
But like I love that song. It's really upbeat. I think it's funny that like to me it sounds like it's out of his range. Like after this record, he doesn't have another song that's too far up. You know what I mean? He kind of learned from it, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because he's playing it live every night, and I'm sure it wasn't not easy. You know what I mean?
And even in songs like Next to You, he kind of sings a little different. Like he doesn't hit the he doesn't quite hit the high. Yeah. He kind of sings a little bit different.
Doing that every night will wear you out. You know what I mean? And even like you look at like the 2008 tour or whatever it was, he brings songs like Next to You and So Lonely. He brings them way down, doesn't he? Is that just me, or is it like they've rearranged it lower?
Yeah,
because like his voice couldn't do it anymore.
I've never thought about that, but yeah, he does sing really high on a lot of these songs.
Dude, this first record, I don't think he understood yet. Well, he might have understood it, but like you got to play this shit every night. You know what I mean? And like when you're touring however many nights a year, it'll wear you out. That's my theory. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like after this record, I don't think you can find me another Police song that sounds like he's straining that hard.
Yeah.
But he's straining on that one.
Yeah.
Which is impressively high, man.
I never thought about that, but that's
next
a good
time
point.
you listen and tell me it doesn't sound like he's kind of maxing his range out.
I know exactly what you're talking about. On So Lonely, especially towards the end.
Yeah.
He's going way too high.
It sounds like Sue Lonely.
Yeah.
So lonely. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my thoughts on that. That's my theory.
Yeah.
That's what I've got. All right. What do you got number 3? We're in the top 3. It's getting crunch time. I think I know your number 1. I got to figure it out.
Yeah,
I got to figure it out.
Truth Hits Everybody.
Okay, I'll take that any day. Love that. Great song.
Yeah, like I said, that's just like the big like underdog song of the song.
Definitely.
Like it's the one that people should know more than they do.
But they don't. You know what I mean? You don't hear anybody say, "Oh, Truth Hits Everybody's my favorite song."
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
But it's just a good one. I don't know.
I guess it's easy to get hidden behind So Lonely. Roxanne, Can't Stand Losing You. You know what I mean? Like it couldn't be a single, I don't think. It wasn't a single, right?
Yeah, there's too much other good stuff to be for that one to be the single.
My number 3 is Next to You.
Really?
Yeah, number 3. It hurt me to put it there, but I had to do it. I think you got to know my top 2 now.
Yeah. I guess I don't know which is which though.
Okay, it should be obvious.
Probably. Yeah. I think I know.
But I'm going to tell you why after. All right, go on with your number 2.
Number 2, So Lonely.
So Lonely. Okay. I mean, we're pretty
something
close.
About this song, like the energy of it, the way that it builds,
really bouncy.
The way that it goes from the slow part to the kind of like double time part.
Someone told me yesterday.
Something about the energy towards the end of the song, like I almost can't think of a song with that much just like manic energy,
raw energy. And then at the end when the double vocal kicks in, like they're singing 2 different parts. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It is such a just like a you know what I mean? Like it's such a good.
Yeah.
Good like flow. Like you can tell it's live.
The song has a harmonica. Like almost not solo, but have you noticed that?
I don't think so.
There's like a harmonica.
There's a saxophone at some point.
No, there's like a harmonica feature in the song. Yeah. It gets like so much energy that you got to add a harmonica to keep it going. That's a pretty good song.
Which is it might be there's one where they come in really hard with the shaker. Damn.
I don't know.
I'm going to have to look into it, but I'll let you know. There's one where, like, in the third verse, it goes full out shakers, all you can hear. All right. Anyways, that was your number 2, right?
Yeah.
Okay. My number 2, Can't Stand Losing You.
Yeah,
I fucking love this song. I fucking love it. My favorite part is in the third chorus or second when they, instead of ending it like they do in the first 2, they go into a higher Can't Stand Losing You.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I can't. I don't want to sing the whole thing, but, like, you know what I mean? I just love that song. I love playing that song. That's a fun one. And I think I guess theoretically, my top 2 are the 2 biggest hits on this record. I guess. What's your number 1?
Number 1, Next to You.
Okay, that's what I thought. That's a great one. I'll take that any day. I knew my top 3 had to be Next to You, Can't Stand Losing You, Roxanne, just because those are the 3 for me. And Roxanne's my number 1 because something about I can just think about like when I hear it, like I can visualize where he's at. Back to the imagery thing, like I can just feel like I know like I'm there. Yeah. And like just being a kid, that's the first Police song I've heard. You know, you're just a kid, you hear it on the radio, whatever. Mm-hmm. It's just something about it. It just felt right.
Yeah.
The guitar is badass. The drums are sweet.
Yeah, it's all about what you appreciate about their music, and I could tell that was because you appreciate good songwriting.
Yeah, I love that.
That's a really good song.
It's a classic, man. It really is. And like just like tracing it back to like you hear this when you're a kid, and you have no idea who the fuck it is. You're like, that's a good song. You know what I mean? And the whole red light thing, you don't have to put on a red light like Roxanne. They're all singing together. And he's like calling response in the choruses.
Yeah,
just love that song.
Something about it connects to people who don't even really like like rock music.
It's true. It's not a rock song. You know what I mean? It doesn't seem like one, does it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It kind of just hits a different note.
They're almost like there's a lot of songs where they're almost like not even rock. Like what are they?
Yeah, I don't think of them as a rock. They kind of fit into the new wave.
Yeah, okay, I'll take that.
It's kind of like Talking Heads. You wouldn't call them a rock band.
They're not like distortion, you know what I mean? And like in your face, like flashy, but like they're like just talented, man.
It's only really rock because it's a guitar, bass, and drums. But other than that, they're doing something different.
Yeah, I feel you. Well, sweet. That's a wrap on Outlandos D'Amour. Is that how you say it? Outlandos? Yeah. They have weird album names, by the way.
Not. What do you think about mine? Do you think it was too
No,
weird?
I thought that was extremely fair. Next to you, I thought about putting Next to You at my number one as like not a hot take, but like that's just a great song with great energy, great vibe. But
Can't Stand Losing You was probably the lowest one.
I'd say that's my surprising one from you. I figured that'd be high for you.
Yeah.
Great song. But I'll take it. All right, let's do albums.
Okay.
We're at an hour. We've been here an hour.
Really?
Hold on, let me make sure. 55 minutes, my bad. If you're still with us at this point, thank you for listening in.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening to us geek out over our favorite band, of course. It's always fun. We're going to rank one more album and the albums for you, and we're going to be done. All right, let's do albums. This should be fun. I know this one's going to... I know ours aren't the same. There's no way.
Yeah.
Because I think I know your number one. I think you already told me your number one previously.
I think so.
All right, what's your number 5?
Ghost in the Machine.
Okay, I'll take that. My number 5 right here.
No.
Hate to do it to you, man.
No way.
I hate to do it.
That's a hot take in my book.
Okay. And I can see that because I'm looking at this Message in the Bottle, Regatta, Walking on the Moon, Bring on the Night, yeah, that's right. And Does Everybody Stare? I mean, there's bangers on
What
here.
is it? Is it you just haven't listened to it as much as
That's
the
my
others?
thing with it. It's not the album's not good. It's the one that has resonated with me the least so far.
Yeah.
My number 4 being Ghost in the Machine.
Yeah.
So it was these two for me. Now, I see that it's great, but like I haven't got all the way through it. You know what I mean? Sometimes I'll take a couple times to process. And while I've been listening to this forever, it just hasn't hit me yet. So throw me a bone here.
Yeah. I'll get more into it later when I talk about it.
Okay, sweet. Yeah. So number 3 then. Or
Ghost in the Machine, like I said before, that's getting a little bit into like where Sting is sort of taking too much control.
I've got that at 4.
They got the saxophone, the infamous saxophone.
Kind of synthy stuff too. Isn't there a synth on one of them?
Well, yeah, like Spirits of the Material World has the synth. I think Secret Journey kind of has like the synthy stuff. And Every Breath You Take, or Every Little Thing She Does has that whole like piano.
Yeah, it's the first one where it's not just them three, kind of. Don't you think?
I think so. Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure they play the piano or whatever, but like it's just kind of a step out. All right, so what do you have at number? Have I already asked you your 4?
No.
What's your 4?
Synchronicity.
Synchronicity. That's a hot take, bro. That's a hot take. And I can see it because, as we know, side 1 is not amazing, I guess. I mean, Synchronicity 2 is the best song on side 1, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But side 2 is really fucking good, man.
Yeah. That makes up for it.
Side 2 is really good.
It's just, that album is just a weird representation of everything else. Like, it's almost like it kind of comes out of left field.
Yeah.
With all those softer songs at the end.
It's definitely different.
Like the thing you showed me was like a radio interview.
Mm-hmm.
They were talking about that, kind of how like a song like Every Breath You Take is a real, like, is a big risk. And I see that is kind of what Synchronicity is like, is a real risky album that's like a weird direction for them to go in after.
And I started liking it a little bit less when I found out like they recorded it separate and all that stuff, because that kind of stuff matters to me a little bit. But like,
why did that make you like it less?
Well, it made me just like when you're a kid and you're listening to it, it's like, oh, this band's awesome. They're fucking tight. You know what I mean? And then like now that I know that like they pretty much could stand each other's guts at this point, it kind of takes a little bit of something away from it. That being said, it's still amazing.
Yeah.
I think that side too.
I kind of think
fantastic.
that makes me like it more.
Really?
With the everything about the Police, the more context has made me like them more. Just something about it where, you know, they chose to go out at the height of their career with the biggest song, Every Breath You Take. And then they're like, song. You know, we're done for, you know.
That's crazy.
They could have kept going. They could have went in new directions.
Could have burned out.
But I just have a good regard for that album, even though I put it so low.
Yeah,
I like highly regard that album.
I mean, Regatta's at number 5 and Ghost is at 4. These are all 5 are fucking great. You know what I mean?
Of
Like we
course.
have to rank some of them low, but they're all fucking fantastic. So that was your number 4.
Yes.
My number 3, and this was tough to put it here, but I'm putting the debut at number 3. It was tough to put it there. I had to do it though.
Yeah,
I had to do it.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I
What do you
like
have at
that one
number
a lot. My number 3 is Zenyatta.
Okay, I'll take that. That's pretty close to me.
Yeah, so I really like that the first album, but I could understand not liking it.
Yeah.
They're definitely not like refined.
I
quite
think
yet.
there's a few on there like Born in the 50s and stuff like that.
Yeah,
that
it's
didn't
got some
really
misses.
register.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. So your number 3 is
Zenyatta.
Zenyatta. Okay. What is it about Zenyatta that puts it number 3 for you? In my opinion,
Really nothing. Really
yeah,
just that it
was
just comes after
you
the
like
next
the
two.
other two's better.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can't necessarily think of anything too bad about it. There's some at the end that are
Yeah.
kind of hit or miss.
My thing, I think this is the best album. Like the songs sound consistent in my opinion. You know what I mean?
Listening to it earlier, I kind of agree.
Yeah, like they all have a similar vibe in a weird way.
Maybe not the absolute
Mm-hmm.
absolute best in my opinion, but I think it's a really good listen. Like
Yeah, it's an
all the
album.
way through. Yeah,
You know, it's
a
not a
good
bunch
album.
of singles. You know what I mean? Or like a bunch of songs that were just thrown together. Like it seems like it's written for this.
Which is surprising because it kind of was like a bunch
Yeah.
of songs.
I'd heard
kinda
stuff
thrown
like Sting
together.
was like showing Stewart through the drums as they played it
Yeah.
and stuff. Like, here's your fill or whatever, or here's
Mhm.
your change, which is crazy because they sound pretty fucking tight.
Yeah,
Won a Grammy for one or two of them. Grammy for Andy's song, I guess,
yeah.
which is cool. All right, so number 2, what you got?
Number 2 is Regatta.
Regatta?
Mhm.
I'll take that. I mean, I just haven't got into it, like I said, but
Mhm.
what puts it at number 2 for you?
Number 2, I think that's probably what I would pick as like the best album.
Okay.
It's kind of what I've kind of
It's
talked about
either.
it before. That's when I think is their creative
Experimentation
peak.
stage.
Because I've heard Stewart talk about in interviews where it's like they do the first album, they have hits.
Mhm.
The second album obviously is a big toss up.
Yeah.
They put out the second album that also has hits. So now they have to keep that chain going.
They're
So
confirmed.
this is the album where they're still free to go crazy, do what they want. But now after this album, they have this expectation to have a lot of hits.
And that does change the songs on this album. you know what I mean?
Exactly. So the rest of the albums, that's kind of why they're so hit or miss, because the
Gotcha.
songs are either really good
Mhm.
or they're kind of
That makes
so-so.
sense.
But on this
I didn't
album,
realize that
there's
the
a lot
bed's
of.
too big without you's on there. That's a
Mhm.
great song. Really good song. The
But
bed's too big without you.
yeah, that's a good one. But this album is what I say is like their creative peak. Like they were hitting on all
hmm
reggae cylinders, rock,
Gotcha.
elements, all the elements that make them the Police are
Yeah.
on that album. And
I'll
I
take
think
that any day, man.
and I think sprung from the
Yeah.
juices that were flowing on that album, in my opinion.
Back to the imagery for like the 10th time. Walking on the moon.
Good one.
Feels like you're walking on the fucking moon, man.
Yeah. Have
It's
you
so
do you know
good.
like the origin of that song?
Nah, tell me about it.
Something like Sting was, I think he was like drunk or something, and he was playing that bass line, do do do,
Yeah.
and he said walking around the room,
Uh-huh.
and he was just walking around the room, and then it became walking on the moon. He was like do do do, walking on the moon, walking around the room.
That's dope, man.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's a top tier for me. We should have ranked our favorite 10 Police songs, but that took me a minute to figure
Yeah,
out.
that would have took me a while.
That'd have
but
been
That would have
tough.
been a good one.
There's always next time. So let's see. That was your number 2.
Mhm.
My number 2 is Synchronicity. I really love the second side. First side is weak, but I think the second side is so good that it makes up for it.
Yeah, I didn't know if that would be your number 2 or 1.
I thought about it.
Yeah,
Thought
I know
about
you
it, but I
like that
couldn't do
one.
it.
Yeah,
So you know my number 1 now.
yeah.
What's yours?
What do you think about the kind of weirder songs on that one? What do you think about Mother?
On Synchronicity,
Uh huh.
I think I can, when I play it on my vinyl record, I think I can listen to them and like kind of tune them out if I need to, but I
Uh-huh.
don't think any of them are bad. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like I don't think they're bad, but like when I hear them, they're not stuck in my head. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? What do you think about them?
Mother's a weird one.
It's
That's an
definitely a
Andy
weird
one.
Yeah, I've heard this. It's a weird right.
yeah.
Some sort of details.
That's as much as I hate to say it, it's kind of like a little bit good that they didn't
Yeah.
they held back the reins on Andy, because he would have went all out
Was
crazy.
some crazy shit.
Yeah,
He's a weird guy.
What I think the little that he gets away with really helps, especially on albums like Zenyatta,
Mhm.
where think about like the guitar solo in "Driven to Tears."
Driven to Tears, yeah.
It's just a
Driven to
weird,
Tears.
like-
Yeah, it's like, you know.
Yeah, it's like all over the place. But when he gets like a full song, he kind of goes full
Yeah, he
Andy
does.
and gets like
He's like, this is my shot right here.
Yeah, I like Miss Gradinko though.
Miss Gradinko.
That's a Stewart one.
Okay. That's on Synchronicity?
Yeah.
I feel like I'd have to hear it.
Yeah.
I guess I spend so much time on side 2 that side 1 kind of goes under the rug for me.
Yeah.
But side 2 is so good.
Yeah, it is good.
So good.
What do you think about Murder by Numbers?
Murder by Numbers, I like that one. I think it's a good listen, but I'd say it's top tier on that first side.
Mm-hmm.
You're right, wouldn't you say? I think
I don't
Synchronicity
know.
2 is the best one on that side. Well, you're still talking about Synchronicity, right?
Murder by Numbers is like the ending, the sort
It's
of
on
like
side 2?
Mhm.
I'd have to hear it.
But I don't know if it's actually on the record. It's kind of like a secret.
I thought we were saying
bonus track.
What was it? Let's see. I still got it here. Side 2 is Tea in the Sahara. I like that one a lot. Side 1, let me find it for you.
Murder by Numbers, it's like, I don't know if it's like a re-release or something.
Maybe so, because I don't see it on the side 1 or on side 2.
It's like the end of Synchronicity after Tea in the Sahara.
I've definitely heard it in the This Is the Police playlist on Spotify. That's where I've heard it.
I've never been big on that song. I just wondered what you thought about it.
I thought it was a good listen. I don't think it's amazing. You know what I mean? All right, so let's do your number 1. What's your number 1? I already know it.
Yeah, Outlandos.
Yeah, I'll take that any day. It's a fucking great debut, man. It really is. And I'll take that. I mean, you got easily 6, probably 7. I mean, even the average fan could see 6. You know what I mean? Bangers.
Yeah,
just straight bangers.
Yeah, I think even "Whole of My Life," like they brought that song back on the reunion tour.
Oh, okay,
which is a surprise one. Yeah,
yeah, it's surprising. You know what I mean?
If you've listened to "Certifiable,"
I have
like the live album.
I think isn't that the one that's in Rio though?
That's a different live album.
Okay, different one. There's one where he's talking in a different language a bunch.
Yeah, I think that's the.
It's still Certifiable.
It's like Police Live.
Okay.
And then there's Certifiable, which is from the reunion.
Gotcha. I've listened to both, and I've listened to the one in Atlanta. But my number 1 is Zenyatta. Like I said earlier, though, I think it's just the most consistent listen, and it's the one that resonates with me the most. Which is just pretty much what we're doing, picking our favorites. You know what I mean?
I think liking the first one the most is kind of a hot take. Like it just has a lot of personal.
I like the cover of it. The cover is cool.
Do you know there's like different versions of that one too?
What?
Where the police is in different like colors.
Oh yeah.
There's like
They look really blonde in that one.
The one you have is the red one.
I don't have the first one.
Oh.
Trey has the first one. I've sent you a picture of Trey's. It's all blonde. I don't know. I have to let you know next time.
I think that maybe it's different countries, but one of them is red one, which is the one most people see. And one is the blue one. I think is the original, where the text is in blue.
That's cool that they did that. You don't hear about anybody else doing that. That's really cool. But yeah, when you listen to Zenyatta, to me, it's like a vibe, man. Like the whole thing. Like Driven to Tears, a great song. When the world is running down, you make the best what's still around. It's a catchy one.
I agree.
Canary in a Coal Mine is really catchy, although it's weird as fuck.
Yeah.
Voices Inside My Head's pretty good. Bombs Away is great. Doo 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 is great. Behind My Camel is the really creepy Halloween sounding song. You know what I mean? Yeah. Man in a Suitcase. That's my argument for you. And we're at an hour and 13 minutes. So we probably should wrap it up. We probably should save this other guy.
No Zenyatta ranking?
Yeah, because we could do fucking several police episodes. You know we could.
Of course.
We're not even draining the tank completely yet. All right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Tonight we had Mr. Connor Anchorage with us. Connor, do you have any parting words?
Listen to the police.
Yes.
Listen to Omega Man.
Yes.
That's a deep cut.
Yes. Ghost and Machine. Check it out.
Yeah.
Zenyatta Mandata. Thank you for tuning in. This is a great time. Jameson on the Rocks. Tribute episode for the police. The date is November 12th, 2020. Connor Anchorage was my guest. We're going to do it again one day. Let us know what police songs you want to hear about. That's it. Bye.
See ya.
Give him a little wave, Connor. See ya.
You too